everyone. The story today is something which is going to make you think and change your way of thinking. The story goes like this. It's about two men. They were both seriously ill and they occupied the same hospital room. One man was allowed to sit up in his bed for an hour each afternoon. His bed was next to the room's only window. The other had to spend all his time flat on his back. The men, they spoke for hours. They spoke about their wives, their families, their homes, their jobs, where they had been on vacations when they were all right, and what was their favorite food, the dress, and things as such. These were the talks. The two of them continued to talk for a long duration of time. Every afternoon, the man who was lying near the window, he would sit up and he would continue to pass the time by describing to his roommate all the things that he could see outside the hospital window. The man who was on the other bed, away from the window, began to live as if for that 1 hour each day, where his world used to get broadened and he enlived by all the activities of the world that was taking place outside. He was living by the description that the other man near the window was giving. The description that the window person gave, he said that the window overlooked a park with a lovely lake where the children were playing by the side of the water, the ducks and the swans on the water, and there were children who sat at the side and sailed their toy boats. He then spoke that there were young lovers who were walking arm in arm amidst the flowers of every color and a fine view of the city skyline. He could continue with his description that he was able to see in the distance. There were plenty of trees, the sky and mountain. As the man by the window described all these details, the man on the other side of the room would close his eyes and imagine the entire scene with the description going live in his imagination. One more afternoon, the man by the window described that a parade was passing by. Although the other man could not hear the band, he could see it in his mind's eye because he was always imagining whatever the man near the window said he always imagined it and it was going live in his eyes. Weeks and months passed by. One morning, the day nurse arrived and she was making arrangements for their baths. She came to make the arrangement for their bath only to find the lifeless body of the man by the window who had peacefully passed away in his sleep. The day nurse was very sad. She called the hospital attendants so that they could shift the body from the room. As soon as it seemed appropriate, the other man, he requested the day nurse to shift him from his bed to the bed near the window. The nurse was happy to make the switch, so she said, "All right." She called for the ward boys who shifted the old man near the window. After making sure that the old man was comfortable, she left him alone. After being shifted near the window, slowly, painfully, the old man popped himself up on one elbow to take his first look at the real world outside. He strained his eyes to slowly turn to look out of the window beside the bed. And lo, it faced a blank wall. The man was dismayed. He called the day nurse and he asked, "How can this be?" The nurse responded that the man who was sleeping on this bed was actually blind. He could not see the wall, she said. And perhaps he just wanted to make the other man feel better. And that's why he kept on narrating whatever he could to make his companion feel good. Now you have understood what the story was about. And this is the moral that you get. There is tremendous happiness in making others happy, despite our own personal problems. Many a times we are only stuck to our problems, our difficulties, our sorrows. We find that we have the entire heap load of the sorrows, and the entire world is happy, happier, happiest. But this is how it is. Therefore, learn to be the happiness giver. Provide happiness to others and see how happy you will feel. Hope you liked the video. Stay safe. God bless you.